Happy New Year 2026. Joe and Vinny, Change of Plans podcast.
We are back. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been here.
I haven't. I'm not gonna lie. Busy holiday season, bro.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You know,
happens when you're popular like me. I mean, I'm just high demand, man. High demand being this guy.
It must be tough.
It's not, man. I've been dealing with my whole life. People just want to be around me. It's a gift and a curse, dude.
I understand that.
You know, it's everyone got their cross to bear. You know, good looking, funny, humble. It's a lot. It's a lot to handle. What are you drinking there, buddy?
Arnold Palmer.
That's nice. Nice. What did you drink? The second can that I was supposed to have? And he drinks it in my face.
You stopped drinking.
I know. I did. It's yeah, man. I just woke up. I think on like Monday, and I'm like, yo, fuck it. I'm going a year sober.
That's bold.
1 year, dude.
That's
1 year.
bold.
I'm on a mission this year.
Are you this is like an LA sober? Is it just no drinking? Is there
Yeah, the cocaine though.
That's
yes.
right.
There it is.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. It has no calories in cocaine.
Oh,
so
yeah, I was saying, it's
yeah, no, so like I'm really like this year I'm really focused on like personal health. I think that's been my my thing. I did like a post about, you know, everyone thinks they should have something, but you really should change the should to must, right? So I'm like, man, I go to the gym every day. I should look ripped. Right now I came to this realization while I was in Aruba for Christmas break, right? Like you feel like you're in pretty good shape until you go to Aruba. And then that t-shirt just stays on. You might wear 2 t-shirts just in case the top one gets wet. They think you're going to take it off, but boom, another t-shirt. But yeah, man, I got some goals this year.
I
so
love that. That's a great story.
Yeah, no, it was really true, actually. Like, yeah, and then you just find yourself hating on some dude that's ripped, and I was like, that guy's a fucking loser. And then they're like, oh, Vin, why don't you go in the water? And I'm like, you know, I don't feel good. I wasn't feeling good about myself. So I was like, you know what? New year, new me. So I'm in it to win it, man.
Do you think you think your drinking is the thing that's holding you back from being ripped or whatever?
No, it definitely wasn't the main culprit. But it was a couple things, right? So I think one, I'm really, like I said, I'm really gonna focus on personal health, and I really like, and I talk about it a lot. Like I probably annoy my wife now, but like I just want to put it out there so if someone sees me,
he said,
like shoving a pizza in my fucking mouth, and then people are like, dude, aren't you trying to get in somewhat shape, right? But two is the other thing. I got an 18-year-old, right? We go to Aruba, and it's 18 and older to drink, and you know, I think I have to set the example that listen, you don't have to get hammered to have fun, right? And so I'll tell you a story, and it was actually kind of bothered me. So we're New Year's Eve Aruba, bro. There's like senior frogs across the street. Like, and I'm like, I woke up in the morning, I'm like, yo, I'm going to turn one out, right? I'm going to be 21 again. This is my last day of 2025. And I just want to get hammered and go have a blast, right? So I'm talking about it all day. It's probably not a good thing to talk about around teenagers. Kid may have had a couple drinks more than me, but he had bad food, so he couldn't go out that night. You know, whoop, whoop. But then I'm like, you know what? Do I really need to get hammered to have some fun? So there was that too, trying to set the example that, like, you know what? I don't need to go get hammered to have some fun and all that stuff. But so it's a combo of a couple of things. And then my wife's like, I think I'm just not going to drink. And she doesn't even know that's like one of the reasons why I'm not drinking. Like she'll know now because unlike your wife, my wife listens to the show. But it's just like, I just want to be accountable. So I'm really trying to, like, I'm talking about, like, we went out to Bar Taco last night and I'm entering my calories and my protein and all this stuff. But like, it's like every year, like I want to do this and I find an excuse not to do something. So this year I'm really just trying to, like, whatever I'm setting my goal to, it's not a resolution. It's just like, hey, it's a lifestyle change. Because I'm not a big resolution guy either, right? because everyone has their New Year's resolutions and talk to them in February, and they don't do it. So I think for me, it's really just trying to change a lifestyle. It's not like I had a drinking problem or like, hey, I'm getting sober because I was a drunk. But I think it's just a overall lifestyle change. And a lot of my friends are sober too. A lot of my friends just don't drink because they can't drink. So I don't know. I just woke up one day and I'm like, you know what? If I'm gonna live this healthy lifestyle, then just one thing that like, hey, it's a challenge to yourself. And it's tough in my business, right? Because when you go out and socialize and things like that, like I'd go have a cocktail and stuff, but it's not that big of a deal. So I don't think anyways, but yeah, so I'm really just trying to like lock into some things I want to do. So that's why. But Aruba was a blast, dude. I would not recommend going on vacation with a couple teenagers though. So we went with my stepson and his girlfriend. So I had to spend 5 days watching these teenagers canoodle all fucking day.
They do a lot of canoodling.
Like the amount of PDA that goes on with these kids these days, like that would be the day I'm sitting there rubbing my girlfriend or cuddling and all this stuff in front of my parents. Like I couldn't even imagine that.
You should have set the example for that.
I did. I tried to. Like, she couldn't even go get like a bottle of water by herself or go to the bathroom by herself. Man, my wife wanted to get a towel. I'm like, you got 2 legs? See, kid, that's how you treat him. He didn't listen though. Like it was like a puppy dog following around a tree. Oh, it was the most annoying vacation I've ever been on. And listen, I love my stepson. I brag about him all the time, but he's at that age where he breathes and it just annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
We go on vacation, you're spending a bunch of money, and he's like, I just want to be in Montana. I want to be in the snow. I just want to be home. And I'm like, bro, I just spent like $1 bajillion to come down here for you to bitch about the sunshine. And you know what his complaint was? Well, it reminds me of school. I'm like, if Aruba reminds you of your college, I just want to kick you in your nuts. Like talk about first world problems.
Yeah, that's rough.
But then we did this. What I found fascinating was about Aruba, they just don't give a shit about anything down there, right? So we rent some ATVs, like 4-wheelers. A couple quads. They're like, yeah, good luck. I'm like, you're just going to let us take these quads around the island. I'm like, all right, fine. So the kid's like, I love this shit. I'm like, okay, I love this shit too. I really don't. I don't like manly shit. I'm too pretty. I'm not out here having mud in my face, right? So we're going around the island, and then there's like a 45-minute like off-roading ride. Like you're getting your ass kicked, bro. Like it's desert rocks. My wife like ripped a hole in my shirt. She's hanging on so hard, yelling at me because me and the kid are flying. I'm like, all right, I got through the rough shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a blast. And then we go to a donkey farm, which I like. I love donkeys. And then you go there, and I'm that asshole. But like, you want a buffet? Everybody like a buffet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was that guy at the donkey farm, right?
How could you not be?
So then we realized we're not going to have enough time to get around the whole island. So now we have to backtrack through the off-roading again. And I'm like a white dude, it's fucking sunny outside, right? And then the kid almost gets picked off by like a bus. So then I slam into a telephone pole with my wife on the back of it because I didn't want to hit the kid. And now my quad's fucked up and I didn't even get back to the off-roading yet.
Oh my god.
So you can imagine the thought process of I'm just going to die right here out in the desert. Hands are all like blistering up and puffy because I'm sunburnt. It was a nightmare. But it was a good time overall. Wouldn't go during December. It was a bajillion people. And thanks to Trump, everyone's still stuck on that island but me.
Yeah, Aruba. Isn't that where, what's her name? Natalie Holloway went missing?
Dude, the funniest story. So the kid's girlfriend's last name is Vandersloot.
Oh, shut up.
I swear to fucking God. The guy who killed her. Yeah, so I was just like, I don't even know if she could get on a fucking plane, dude.
Oh, I'm surprised they would let a Vandersloot go there.
Yeah.
That is.
But it was fun. It's just an interesting dynamic of going with the kids, and they had a good time, and they're having drinks or whatever, and then I'm just watching my wife like watch her kid have drinks in front of her, and to be honest, I never drank around my parents. Like I don't think I've ever sat down and had a drink with my parents, right? So it's all very No, but it was good. Wife was happy. I don't want to be that guy. I was like, man, I fucking had to go to Aruba, but it's not my ideal vacation. But
No, you don't really.
no, I'm not in no, I'm not. No, it wasn't. I don't want to sit at a pool or a beach. I didn't go in the water once, by the way. Not once. It was lovely water too. It looked really nice. But you know, I got that like body dysmorphia thing, so I didn't want to be like a walrus. Like, and then I just have these visions of getting like trapped in the water. People got to drag me out, and my body shame myself. It was all weird, man.
Vin, it's 2026.
Yeah, you know, someone that told me too. They're like, do you think they like go back to the hotel room and they're like, yo, did you see that fluffy dude guy? And then meanwhile, I'm walking around and you got like you can tell who the richest people are at a resort too, because it's like some fat Italian fucking mafiosa guy and his fucking Barbie doll wife, and these guys just got bellies hanging out, and I'm like, I just can't do it. So this summer though, I'm gonna be doing this podcast with no shirt on and baby oil.
A lot of baby oil.
Yeah, or mayonnaise.
Gosh, let me ask you this, because obviously there was a pretty yesterday.
On screen right now.
Yeah, we're good.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so the Minnesota there, the Minnesota.
Dude, let me tell you. Let me crazy. And the crazy part is nothing's gonna happen to this guy because he's got federal immunity.
Do you know that guy had I guess back in June got carried 50 yards on a car? He jumped on a car.
Yeah.
This guy's
Well, you know, the training for ICE agents is like they go to laser tag. Like that's their training.
Is that
like
right?
These people aren't going to academies. They're looking for jack dudes who are juiced up at the gym. Give them a $50,000 sign-on bonus and a fucking gun. And then these are the people that are just throwing people around.
So explain what a civil infraction is and why when people talk about
Well, I can tell you this. If she got arrested, she's doing like 10 hours of community service. Or
she's a citizen too. What does ICE have to do with an American citizen?
They shouldn't have to do anything with an American citizen.
Do they have jurisdiction? Like if you're an American citizen and you're not doing anything wrong and you're approached by an ICE agent, do they have jurisdiction in Middletown or New Haven? Do they have a right as a federal agency to go? I mean, is that like, what is the deal with that?
Well, we all don't know because typically no, right? Like,
right.
Like that's the fucking problem. They're a lawless gang, right? Which is hilarious because Trump's biggest thing is, yo, we're gonna fight gangs. Right. The biggest fucking gang we have is ICE. It's the biggest fucking gang ever. Like, imagine if you're like strolling down the streets of Wethersfield, you pull a fucking K-turn, and all of a sudden you got some dudes in even regular cops in a cop car, and they yoke you out, pull a gun on you for an infraction. You would go fucking ballistic. Well, this guy shot a chick in her head for an infraction. Like, in the fucking face. Like, in the fucking face. And everyone's like, yeah, what's wrong with that? And it's in America. Like, regardless if you're a citizen or not, the beautiful part about this country is you got fucking due process. Like, fucking 5 years ago, dude, like, you couldn't even pull a gun out on anybody. Like, people have these shortest fucking memories because it used to be, oh my God, a cop pulled you over. Oh my God, they pulled a gun out. This is crazy. They used a dog. The dog jumped in the window. Oh my God. And now they're like, well, fuck it. This lady pulled a K-turn, was blocking traffic, so let's shoot her in the fucking face. It's insane.
Anytime somebody gets shot, I now I can't remember the lady's name. It was in DC some years ago. A woman got pulled over for a taillight and ended up dead at that traffic stop. And I heard the same thing then. It was, she should have just complied.
Okay, but you don't get to shoot him.
Right. A blinker, again, you're not the judge, jury, and executioner. You don't get to, dole out vigilante justice.
Well, the way the law works, it's kind of like protecting your home, right? You can only use lethal force when lethal, force is using it against you.
Right.
It's the same fucking concept. This lady didn't pull a gun. She didn't try to run over the fucking guy. None of that happened. And she got shot in the fucking face. And I can tell you, there's people all over Facebook that, are friends with me are just yeah, dude, if you don't like it, you're soft and blah, 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 blah. And then they compare it to Charlie Kirk, by the way, which is fucking amazeballs.
Wow.
Two different fucking things. People are oh, they were happy Charlie Kirk died, but they're mad that this lady got fucking shot. Well, I think if you were happy Charlie Kirk got shot, regardless if you think he's an asshole or not, you're a fucking douchebag.
Yeah.
Right? But this is where we're at. We're no better than Venezuela. We're no better than Colombia. Other than it's just white people with badges doing this shit. Right? You want to talk about cartels? What's the biggest cartel? ICE? Our federal government? It's insane, bro. Our president has said we took over Venezuela for the fucking oil. He's come out and said it. Never mind the fact that people forget, we're going to make a democracy in all these countries. How did that work out in the Middle East? At least lie about it.
Yeah.
Right? But I'll give Trump credit. He doesn't fucking lie about why he's doing it. He's just coming out and saying, I want the fucking oil. I'm just going to be a pirate, take your fucking oil. Oh, you didn't like it? Let me go kidnap you in the middle of the night. And why is this guy getting tried in fucking New York, by the way? That's what I don't fucking understand either. Right? And then they tie him to this cartel that doesn't exist, by the way. The cartel that Donald Trump's he's part of, there's no such cartel. And so I was watching this, I forgot what I was watching on, but that's going to be the problem with this case, right? If they're coming in, he's the head of this cartel. Well, if this cartel don't exist, then what? But then if you're making the argument that we're trying to stop drugs, then why are we going after Greenland?
Yeah,
it's crazy, man, and it's just I don't get it, and I just but it just goes back to we're all a bunch of sheeples, just a bunch of sheep following, and you're just gonna ride it out. And we talk a lot of politics around here, but just think about it as a person, right? That could be you, that could be your friend, that could be anybody, right? Regardless of what your races and nationality, now they're just shooting American citizens.
Well, listen, here's the thing. I've been mistaken for Hispanic by many people.
What's the man bun? It's the fucking man bun, bro. I'm not
it
gonna
very
lie.
well could be.
It is.
But I've been mistaken for Hispanic many times in my life, and I think to myself, what would I do if ICE were to approach me?
Oh, man. Yeah, people ask me that, what should I do? Well, one, if ICE shows up at your house, they can't come in your fucking house. I would just go in my house. You don't got a warrant. You can't come on private property, right? My favorite videos is, I just watched one the other day, ICE agent showed up at a football practice, and this football coach told them all, fuck off. But the crazy part is I compare ICE to DCF in Connecticut, because you really don't know what so for example, I have a case now where I'm no, you're not going to talk to my client, go in her house. She's got a criminal case pending. I don't know what the fuck's going on. So DCF just shows up at the school and pulls a kid out of the school and interviews the kid without the parent.
Ew.
And they're allowed to do it.
I don't like that.
Yeah, right. But you just don't know what the reach is, and that's the problem with ICE now. We don't know what the reach is, and clearly there's no boundary that they can't cross. Right? Imagine having a job where you could go shoot someone and there's federal immunity.
I wish that we had a functioning impartial attorney general who could come on TV and explain to the American people and to anyone else what they should do and what their rights are and what rights ICE has. I think that would be really good.
Well, what they do is they detain you first, throw you in a van, find out you are a citizen, and then they just drop you off on a curb. Like, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, that is
like
insane.
If that's just a regular state case, sayonara, dude. My client's walking all fucking day. I had a murder case I was supposed to be trying. Cops fucked up, detained the guy. No rights, no nothing. I mean, he had other charges pending. So he has to do some time, but he's getting out in 8 years.
Wow.
8 years. Right?
It's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. So, yeah, we do have a sick amount of oil now because Venezuela stole our oil. Love it, Ryan. But once again, to Trump's credit, at least he's being transparent, saying, "Hey, I need some fucking oil." Right? But like, what's the game plan? He's like, we're gonna run Venezuela. You can't even run our fucking country, right? But it just drives me crazy, especially being in the field I'm in. It just I find it all just amazing because if this happened in any state court, I would just laugh at every state attorney and watch everyone walk out. But once again, this is what we have to deal with, and it's unfortunate. Actually, I knew a kid from high school. I actually feel kind of bad for him now. So he was going to they were going to the federal building, right? Because they get his husband, like they were going to get married at the federal building, get his car, the whole fucking shebang.
Yeah.
Yo, before they could say I do, ICE came in and yoked his dude. And they didn't know where he was. He's like out in Wyoming now.
Damn.
Right? But it's just it's a crazy world we live in. But I mean, even if you do it on a microscopic level, everyone walks around angry now, right? Like it's just a crazy world we live in, and it just drives me nuts because we're all in this shit. That's what I can't wrap my mind around the fact that everyone thinks they live in this fucking bubble, and it's not going to affect them somehow, some way, but it is, right? Because now you're giving out gift certificates to be crazy all the time. Everywhere. Like when I first started practicing law, there was decorum in the courtroom. Like people weren't popping off. Like, and now it's a free for all everywhere. So the trickle down effect from what we're seeing on the federal level to the local level, it's just getting worse. And that's what people don't understand. Like there is this trickle down effect because they're seeing what's on the news. And if they're getting away with it, well, why can't I? And it's just, it's crazy, man. And I don't get it. And I'm really like, I really try to stay positive, like, especially this year. Like, I'm really trying to switch my mindset with a bunch of things. But I can't even watch the news anymore because it's all negative shit. And then it's just people blindly supporting shit on both sides. But you can't complain about and not do anything about it either. Right? In fairness to both sides of the aisle, you got the Democrats bitching and using these as bait clips, but you're not doing anything but holding up photos of these people getting yoked up and shot at, and they don't do anything about it anyways. So what do you expect from a president who's a 34-time felon? Like we knew what we were getting into. Trump is the one who said I could kill someone in Times Square and people are still going to vote for me.
When does he actually do it?
Oh, I wouldn't even put it fucking past him, bro.
Right?
Like
to say he did it.
Yeah, but it is what it is. But then that's why I like to go into Aruba because everyone was fucking happy. Like it was good. Cops didn't have fucking guns. You're just cruising around on quads. Everyone's fucking getting drunk, having a blast. I felt completely safe. And I don't get it. If a small country like that could be happy and have fucking a million times less than us, and then we're here and everyone's walking around angry because we don't have a lot of shit. It's fucking like I had fun at a donkey farm, like a fucking donkey farm. Like these dudes are just living in shanties, hanging out with fucking donkeys, right? They don't have a pot to piss in, but at least they say hi to you and smile. And then we come here where you got everything at your fingertips and you're still bitching about this country. like because the immigrants and everyone's ruining our way of life, the white way, right? By the way, do you ever see that company? It's like a cleaning company, and their name is the White Way, which is crazy. By the way, I don't know what
wild name.
That's a wild name, but
You wouldn't make that up. You wouldn't use that name now.
No, they do. You see the vans all the time.
But I'm saying if you started a company and that name was available, it's like a White Way.
Well, no, you can't now because you feel comfortable doing it.
Well,
like that's the other crazy thing. Like, I mean, we talk about racism all the time, like two white guys, and we just get infuriated about it. But it's just it's crazy, man. It's crazy out there, but is what it is. I'm gonna go out, live my life, and ice comes my way.
How could you stop drinking at a time like this?
Oh my God. I'm not gonna go into my day at work, but I had it was a top like 2 day of my career. And I did text one of my boys. I was like, this was a bad time not to stop drinking. It was a bad day to stop drinking. But it is what it is. I feel good. I had a good holiday, good trip, New Year.
Don't, because you very much seem like the kind of person who would get shot.
Here's the other thing. I don't know how I feel about protesting either.
I don't love it. I'll be honest. And I gotta say, back in the 80s and 90s, whenever I would see those, this used to happen in Israel and Palestine all the time. Kids would start throwing rocks at the soldiers who were wielding AK-47s.
Yeah, it's not
5, 6, 7 rocks, and then they just would turn and they would start shooting the kids. And when I was a younger person, I would think, well, they shouldn't have been throwing rocks at it. It's like, well, is throwing a rock in protest, does that deserve a bullet in your face?
No, but you also got to remember too, like, especially if you're over there, right? Think about it. You got military personnel. They're all hopped up on shit. They've been trained their whole life to go out there angry because they've been fucking kicking dirt all day. And they got AKs. Like, if I'm in the Middle East, right? Like, not to justify that shooting, and it's 110 out, right? And I've been practicing shooting for like a year before I even got to fucking go over there. And someone's throwing rocks at me. It might happen.
Yeah.
It might happen, right? Not to justify, but yes, but once again, if you look at the action, right? And even if you're enforcing the law, it's supposed to be, hey, you have to react to that person's action properly.
I watched a documentary on Netflix, and I cannot think of the name of it, but it's about Vietnam and some things that happened in Vietnam. And because the war wasn't going well, they were trying to raise the body count.
Yep.
They wanted to be able to go on the news and be like, we killed, 3,300 Viet Cong today. And we did sort of like what's happening in Palestine where, everybody's Hamas.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You're like, we killed 40,000 members of Hamas. And it's like, there's only 7,000 members of Hamas. The other 35 million those are not.
It's just, you got to remember like the spin of everything, regardless of what side you're on. Like, just don't take it at face value, right? Like, if I'm having a conversation with a client and if I just believed everything they said, like, I couldn't do my job. I tell my clients all the time, I don't need to believe you. I just need to tell the story you want me to tell.
Even if you did it.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're guilty.
I don't care. Right. But even on my family cases, like if I'm talking to a husband or wife or getting a divorce or in a custody battle, they're coming at it from their perspective and emotional aspect. Us as humans, we don't talk about, like, we can't be fully transparent in our faults. Right. You can't. Like, no one ever just says 100% truth. Like, yeah, I know I'm good looking. I'll tell people that. But I can't go to the beach and take my shirt off because I really don't feel I'm good looking. Feel bad for me, everybody. Thank you.
I feel bad for you because you know what? I think you're beautiful just the way you are.
Thanks, Joe. My wife doesn't even say that to me. She's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't drink.
Claudia, I know you're going to listen. Your poor guy here, you know what he needs? He needs a little reassurance
I do.
that he's good enough,
Oh my God. So my wife,
smart enough, and gosh darn it, you really like him.
right? So it was funny. So I met with a buddy of mine out at Carbone's this week. And so I get home, I change, right? I put on whatever I'm decide to wear. And I like the way I dress. It might be a little different than most people who are 46 and, are getting up there in
That is
age.
true.
And she just gives me the look of up and down. Like that look like she didn't say anything. So she'll be like, well, I didn't say, blah, blah, blah. It's the look. Right? And it bothered me. Right? Because imagine you're like a husband and your wife comes out in some getup. And you're like, so that's what we're going with today. Just imagine the reaction you would get. Right? Like my ex-wife, I used to have to go back upstairs and change. All the time. Oh, you're not wearing that out. It was crazy. So,
I don't like that.
but it was kind of funny. Like, yeah, but I do like to be me, but I will say my wife lets me do what I do. She may not approve of it, but she lets me go out like it. So I love her for that. But yeah, I have some trauma for some reason. It's weird.
It's funny you mentioned my wife doesn't listen to this podcast because I've recently told her, and some of our friends were like, do you ever listen to Joe's podcast with Vinny? It's awesome. And my wife was like, no, why? They talk about you a lot. You should really listen.
No, you don't. No, don't do it.
No, well, because here's the thing. And as I told you a couple episodes ago, things were not going great. And now they couldn't be going any better.
Yeah.
And you know what it's come down to? Communication. When I'm upset about something or something is bothering me, I just tell her. And when she's like, hey, something bothering you? And it is, I go, yeah. And I tell her what it is. And so we've decided honesty is really important. If you're upset about something, if something is bothering you, rather than sit there and let it fester and stew all day and be pissed, let's just talk about it. And I got to tell you, it's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you're on the same page and when you're just straight honest.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I think you're probably like me and my wife, like we'll express ourselves, but we're not trying to prove our point. We're just like, hey, here's my perspective, right? And I always tell people this because people will see me and my wife, and we're two different people, and they're like, how does this work? But we bring to the table what each other lacks, and we understand who each other are, and we accept it for that. And then because of that, you're able to have those discussions. I think the people who have the most successful marriages, and even people who get divorced but are able to co-parent, sees that, right? So when I'm talking about, divorces and child custody, and, you can only control what you're controlling, right? What you're doing. And you may never be on the same page, and you'll get people who really want to co-parent, but the other person doesn't, right? Then it's never going to work. But the ideal situation is, yeah, your marriage didn't work out. Don't be shocked this person did it. Like you're getting a divorce. Like you live with this person for 20 years and you're shocked and appalled that they're acting this way. Like, what are you, a fucking ostrich with your head in the sand?
Yeah.
Like, you know what you're dealing with, but control what you're doing and the rest of it will work out. But at the end of the day, you guys got to be on the same page about the kids. And that's what just infuriates me, is just like, well, I don't want to win or lose. It's not about winning and losing, Hammer. No one wins in this shit. Like, and the only loser is going to be your kids, right? And it sucks. And sometimes you got one parent who's a fucking asshole. Like, it is what it is, and it's going to fall on the other parent to pick up the slack. But you know what you're walking into. And P.S., by the way, you had kids with these people.
I'm such a great dresser. No one has ever sent me back upstairs to change.
I'm not gonna say anything, Joe. I think your best garment is the jacket I gave you. I was looking for that fucking thing the other day, by the way. I was like, yo, where's my black zippy? And I'm like, that Joe.
I love that coat.
You better wear that thing too.
I do.
Yeah, it's clutch.
People are like, wow, where'd you get that coat?
Yeah. Hey, guys, by the way, you want to look good and keep it simple? Just get some zippies, bro. Nice little zippy jacket, throw a t-shirt on underneath.
I mean, my God, you could zippy. You could wear the zippy with anything.
Anything. Do you dress it up, dress it down?
Yeah.
It's fucking simple.
You could wear it with jeans. You could wear it with pants. You could wear it with pajamas.
You can wear it with no pants if you're trying to get it on. You just leave the jacket on. You know,
zippy it up.
Yeah, like you might be one of those guys that like to keep a shirt on while you're getting it on. I don't know any of those guys, but I heard they're out there.
You don't really do that, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about, Joe.
Oh, come on.
It depends how dark it is in the room. Do you leave your socks on?
No. When I think it's going to happen, the first thing I do
is full fucking nude,
take my socks off right off the bat.
You're straight Teddy Ruxpin, just no clothes, dude. Just, It's good to know, man. Lucky for your wife, dude. No, I'm not doing that to my wife. No. Come June, though, Claudia, you better watch out. I'm going to throw all my shirts away. I'm going to show up to court with just a tie on. Maybe a vest. Look like a Chippendale.
Oh, my God, a vest? Without a shirt and a tie around your neck.
Yes, that's the goal, bro. That's
you can get like one of those wraparounds too on your arm,
like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, dude.
Out here just hey.
Exactly,
yeah.
Dude. Oh man,
yeah, dude. It's funny because I think so. I go to the gym all the time, so I'm gonna start a new business called Rent a Dad. So hey, anyone out there whose kid needs a dad figure, $100 an hour. Let me know. You can rent me out for an hour or two on Saturday. This can be my new business.
That's a good idea.
Well, I have a couple kids I fucking hang around with. I know it sounds fucking weird. So I had this one of my he's 13. He's a kid in town. So he's like, yo, can you take me to the gym? Yo, what you want to do if you want to get in shape, go with like a teenager, because then you just got to prove your point, right?
That's true.
That's your time to shine. It was the best 2 days of workouts I've ever had, dude. Because I'm like, I'm going to show this kid, yeah, I'm strong. And they don't know yet because they're like 13. So they think you're like He-Man. It's the best place to be.
I'm sorry. Help me out here for a minute. Who is this kid?
And man.
Where is his mom?
No, so his mom and my wife are really good friends.
All right. No,
so
this is why context matters.
And
all right, now it's starting to make
older
sense.
brother's really good friends with Jess.
All right.
So what happened? So one time I took this kid out. He helps me out. His name's Chase. Great kid. Reminds me a lot of me as a kid. Like he says crazy shit.
How much do you love that when you meet somebody like that?
But he's crazy, bro. Like we'd be out. He'd be like, dude, stop touching my butt cheeks. I'm not even your kid. And everyone just stares at me. He's like that kid, right? It's fucking hilarious. So I got to tell you a story. So one time
that's funny until the wrong person hears that.
Right. So we were out where he helps me a lot with the dog rescue. Loves the dog rescue stuff.
Bro,
right.
That's nice.
So
that's nice.
We were doing like a dog delivery, and it was like the day before Mother's Day, right? Kid doesn't tell me he has a big family dinner in Hartford that night. So my wife's calling me. She's like yelling at me. She's like, this kid's got to get to dinner in Hartford. And I look at the kid. He's covered in dog fur. And I'm like, so now I got to go to Kohl's, buy him an outfit so I can bring him to dinner. Right? So we go pick out some clothes. Then I'm like, did you get your mom something for Mother's Day? He didn't.
No.
So he's like, oh, I was like, all right, go pick out some perfume or something. It's like $150 bottle, like Versace perfume. He has no condom. He's a kid. So I started yelling at him in Kohl's. I'm like, can you hurry the fuck up? This is fucking crazy, dude. I got to get you to dinner. So the lady
oh my God.
behind the register is like, sir, you shouldn't talk to your son like that. I'm like, he's not my fucking kid. I'm like, I'm getting yelled at by my wife because I don't want to have him out to dinner with his mom. And she's like, what? And I'm like, just ring me up. You're going to call the cops. So it was funny. So last week I took him to the gym. Then he wanted to go again the next day. And then his brother's like, yo, could you take me golfing that night? So I got both of them. But it's great. I love that stuff. Like if I can start a business just doing that, right? Because now I got an 18-year-old, love the kid to death, but you don't want to hang out with me.
No.
So now I'm out here just replacing my stepson with other people's kids. So if you need someone to take your kid out for an hour, holler at your boy, Venmo me. We'll get it done. Be Rent a dad. It's going to be good. I'm going to get a billboard. Your kid need a dad? Call me. I bet you can make a ton of money doing that.
Could you make a ton of money doing that? I guess that's my question.
Well, how much do you love your kid? Right? Like, if you can't spend $100 to hang out with me, you don't really love your kid.
I wonder if you could somehow get certified and make it so that, it's something that maybe insurance would cover.
Like a professional dad.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious since I would never had kids of my own, but I'm a professional dad.
Isn't that generally what happens?
Well, it's easy because you just bring them back, dude.
Yeah.
It's the best time of your life. You don't got to worry about the problems in school.
Who's this Todd Brain character?
Oh, that's my boy Todd, dude. I'm representing him in his divorce. I owe him a phone call too, so shout out to Todd. I'll call you tomorrow.
All right, yeah.
Goddamn, that's always awkward when they come on here and be like, "Oh, Vin hasn't responded to my text, but he's doing a fucking podcast." But I got you, Todd. I actually just pinned you in my text messages, so you'll be getting a call in the morning. Thanks for popping in. You better say nothing but good things about me, or I'll fire you tomorrow morning.
Get your high school pics, and I'm interested.
I'll kill you, Todd.
Yeah.
Todd.
Nicole's son would definitely give you the business. He's interested.
Look at Todd. Todd's a good dude. Good guy. Real nice guy.
Nicole was concerned that not getting the comment love. That's my bad. We're back up on it.
We're scrolling up. Where did Ryan go? Ryan always logs in, drops a bunch of heat, and then he logs off. Is he still on?
I think Ryan's still on.
I don't think so.
No, is he still on? Ryan, if you're still on, comment.
But yeah, but it's fun, man. I think there's got to be a business opportunity where I could just mentor young kids. I think I'd like to do that. Tired of dealing with adults all day. They're all just jaded. Kids don't know.
I'll tell you, would I want to get in on your racket? Would
you let me take your son out for a good time? Whoa, pause.
My son's a big fan of you.
I love him.
My son one day, here's the funny thing, because he's 10, he could tell Vinny was insecure about his weight. And,
what?
Do you remember that?
No.
He was like, "Hey, what's up?" Like Fatty McFat.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that, and it hurt.
Vin was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
I'll show you who's fat. Damn, now everyone's going to know I feel fat. So all my clients, they got to see me in court. You better comment how good looking I am. Because I got some insecurities. But listen, we all got them. You just got to embrace it, dude. But it's funny because, I am a pretty confident, and I'm in a room, people know I'm there, right? I'm like you.
Oh God, right on.
Everyone knows I'm I pretend I'm a rock star, right? But we all got our shit, and I just feel like I'm a 400-pound man, so that's just my complex right now. But I'm working on it.
You know what I've been working on? I've been working on not allowing my insecurities to be anyone else's problem.
True. That is such a great statement, right? Because it's not about anybody else. It's about your shit.
It usually boils down to the problem is you.
Well, correct. We've talked about this before. Not everyone has to like you, right?
Right.
I'm not here to please anybody. I actually, on my way here, I shouldn't be watching TikToks and driving, but I do.
I think you might have.
Yeah. So, but it was like Jay-Z. He's like, I walk in a room and I'm me. Unapologetically me. I don't need to change the way I talk. I don't change the way I posture myself.
Yeah.
And your life is just a lot easier that way, right? We took the kids out to Bar Taco last night. And it's a show when I go out. I just act like I'm 12 and I just say crazy, outrageous shit. And once again, my lovely wife tolerates it, but she looks at me and I'm just like, listen, I'm just being me. And if people don't like it, go sit at another fucking table. You don't got to like it. I might be impeding your nice dinner on your date because I'm saying crazy shit or burping loud or doing whatever I want to do. But it's just so much easier just being yourself and then having to worry about, especially in relationships, right? You're dating And you're always trying to put your best foot forward. But how long could you do that for?
Right.
Like you can't.
It's fraud.
Right? Like you could only live that life for so long. So like I'd rather just be me, and if you like it, cool. And I found someone who actually liked it, which is crazy. I love her for it. But it's so much easier because I don't like everybody, and it doesn't make them a bad person. You're just not for me. Right? And I'm not for everybody else. So I think if you approach life that way, because you don't have to have all the friends, right? You don't have to have 1 million friends and, 1 million followers and, everyone's got to say nice things about you. Like if you're saying something shitty about me, I don't care because I'm not paying you any attention anyways.
Todd posted here, whoa, my favorite quote by Les Brown, someone's opinion of you is not your reality.
Well, correct.
I love that.
Yeah, because we oftentimes live in this mindset of other people's perspective of us. And I can guarantee you 90% of the time you're wrong about their perspective of you. So it's just this vicious cycle of, well, I think this person thinks this of me, so I'm going to do it this way. But they're probably not thinking of that. So if you're just yourself, it's just easier. And just realize, like, listen, you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Some people like carrot cake and some people don't. Do you like carrot cake, by the way?
No.
That is weird.
I like carrots, just a carrot.
But do you like spice cake?
No.
Okay. Then that's acceptable. I hate people who are like, I love spice cake, but I don't like carrot cake. It's the same fucking cake.
Well, it's the same people who don't like sweet potato pie, but they eat pumpkin pie.
I fucking hate pie.
Really?
Yeah, pie's gross. Any type of pie. It's weird.
No, what's weird is that you have a body like that. You don't like pie.
Oh, fuck off. I stepped right into that. I fucking hate you.
I love this guy. You know what? I don't care what he looks like. He's my friend no matter what.
Fat or skinny. I remember when I was in when I was in college, I left for Indiana. I was probably like $170. I came back 298.
Damn.
And the worst part is I didn't even realize I was 298 until I got back home. Like I had no fucking clue that I was that fat.
You didn't feel that you had like doubled in size?
No, because the Midwest, Midwest, everyone's fat, dude. You're just Ponderosa.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Yeah, you're looking. That's the problem. That's the problem with weight is generally you look at the people around you to decide whether or not you're the fat one. You know what I mean? It's like once you're fatter than your other buddies and you're like, shit, I'm the fat guy in this friend group.
And it was so bad. It was like the perfect combination because I was like, and then I had hair, and for some reason I let my buddy dye my hair like blonde, right? But it was like orange.
At the time, that was probably the right look.
Yeah, right. And it was curly, so I looked like a diabetic Justin Timberlake, right? And on top of that, I was on Accutane, so my skin was all dried out. So I'm just like blotchy red. I come home and I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. And I get out, like I literally get to my house and people are like, yo, Vin, what happened? I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you're fucking huge. And I look at them and I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, I've been top weight was 298. My stepson's right. I should have pushed it to 300.
Yeah,
like you're 2 pounds away. Just
finish it.
Yeah. Fat man laugh. That was the fattest man laugh you've ever fucking heard in my life, right? So another fat story, which is awesome. I love fat stories. So I was engaged to my ex-wife, and we were living in Waterbury at the time. We used to go to Maggie McFly's all the time, right? And so I specifically remember this. I was sitting at the table, and I ordered like mott sticks, and I'm like dipping it in blue cheese. And she's like, is that necessary? And I'm like, did you call me fat? She's like, it's disgusting. Right? So I knew we had our engagement pictures coming up. So I ate like raisins for like 4 months.
Oh,
I went from like 250 to 160, and she may have gained a couple of lbs at the time. So by the time we got our pictures back, bro, it was the worst engagement pictures ever, dude. The scales tipped, and she knew I did it on purpose. I did it on purpose. But yeah, there was nothing better than mozzarella sticks and some blue cheese. Woo! Man, that was the good old days.
By the way, speaking of friends, I have always taught my children to not chase people. Sort of to your point, because you said not everybody has to like you. Not everyone's going to like you. You're not everybody's cup of tea. But sometimes we lament those people we want to be friends with.
Yeah.
And we bitch to the people around us that we don't have any real friends, which I find to be so insulting because
To your real friends.
those are your real friends.
Correct.
You might wish it was a better group or a more popular group, but those
are
people,
your ride or die friends.
Those are your people. And wake up and recognize, you know what? The people you should be spending time with
are the people who are with you now.
Those people who want what's best for you. And when you're lamenting the idea, like, oh, I wish I was with those people instead of you guys, you got to wake up and realize the people like that are the ones you need in your life. You need people like that. People that, even though you might say something stupid like that, would still do what they could to help you become friends with the people you're trying to be friends with.
Yeah, and
but again, you're missing the point.
Well, and it starts early in your life, right? You got like the cool lunch table, and you have all of these things. You know, I was pretty lucky. I was friends with everybody in high school. Like, you know, I floated around. But yeah, it's the, you know, I wish I was more like them, right? Like, why don't they want to hang out with me? Like that type of shit. And you're right. Like as a kid, you just get caught in that process. But I think as you get older and, you know, your time is coming to an end on earth, right? Like I'm on the tail end. I'm 46. I got like 4 or 5 more years before I kick the bucket. So I'm just happy with the people I have now. Listen, man, I always thought I was going to die at 40. So I just called it, this is like bonus time for me. I always had here's the thing. I'm either going to die young or I'm going to live forever, and I'm going to be pissed. Because my biggest fear, other than being fat, is being fucking old, man. Old people scare the fuck out of me. I don't want to be old.
Would you want to be immortal?
No.
Why?
Because all the people I care about are dead, and then I got to go spend time making new friends. Well, here's the thing.
That's the reason you don't want to be immortal. You have to make new friends.
Wait,
what the fuck?
I mean, is it like
what?
I want to know, like, so if you're immortal, are you like aging? Like you're gonna be like, you're gonna look like you're 300 years old? Like, I don't want to do that now. Or is it?
That's hilarious. Yeah, good point.
But no, I also don't want to make the fucking effort that I just every fucking 60 years I got to get a new friend group and a new wife. And no, absolutely fucking not. Let it go,
400 years old. You're dating a 30-year-old. People are talking.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah. But like if you still look like you're 30, then I guess. And then you're a vampire, though. That's what I just saw some lady on fucking TikTok.
Would you want to be a vampire then?
I mean, that's kind of badass. I just saw some lady on TikTok who claims to be a vampire, and she's like 600 years old. And she's got like a bajillion followers. And people are like, that's so awesome. And I'm like...
She has a bajillion followers, but does she have any real friends? That's the real question.
I don't know if I want to be friends with a vampire, though.
A vampiress, I would.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, those are the best. Any movies, there's never been an ugly vampire.
It does seem like female vampires are all hot.
Yeah. I mean, if I can marry a real female vampire,
yeah,
I'm on it. But imagine the hickey she leaves
like,
you.
Yeah, vampires don't bite ugly ladies.
Why would you, dude?
If you're with an ugly girl or a girl who's, you know, she's under an 8 and she expresses to you,
no, don't do it.
Just be like, listen, a vampire would never. You have nothing to fear. You could be like this with your neck all out, and he'd be like, no, I'm good. That was a Dracula impression.
Like, you must be in my TikTok.
No, thank you. I don't want your blood.
You must be in my TikTok feed. This is going to sound fucking horrible. So I don't even know if I should really fucking say this, but fuck it. It's my podcast.
Yeah, whatever.
So this guy has a philosophy in life, right? This is going to be...
I already like where this is going.
No, it's going to sound worse than it actually is, right?
Oh, boy.
So he lives by this philosophy, and I don't particularly agree with it, everybody, right? but it is actually kind of funny. He says, you just got to live by the line. Don't fuck a fat girl. And he's like, I'm not saying don't fuck a fat girl, but like, don't eat that Twinkie, right? Like, don't do that shit you're gonna regret later. Like, and he compares all this shit in life, but that's what he says. And it's absolutely horrible because everyone needs love. You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
But it's actually kind of funny, too. Like, just don't do the bad shit in life and you're gonna be okay. Oh, damn. Nicole, your kid comes home with hickeys, dude. That's gross, by the way. I never understood the fascination.
I never understood that either.
Hickeys.
I really don't.
Like, I'm never spending enough time on someone's neck to just suck a bruise on them. Like, get to the rest of the shit, bro. Like, what are you doing, you amateur?
Yeah.
Like, if you got enough time to suck a bruise.
Don't suck my neck. Nobody wants that.
Yeah, I'm not even going there, man.
Don't.
I'm not even gonna finish that thought.
That's
process.
the beauty of the broadcasting. That's what separates to me the men from the boys. I don't have to go any further than don't suck my neck.
Yeah, it's just kids. It's not cool, man. Like, it's not a story, but like, yo, I sucked this girl's neck last night.
Nicole nailed it. Pardon the phrase, but right, it's like, why are we marking territory? That's what it's always seemed like to me. Right? Who's giving someone a hickey? It's like, this is my girl, right? Or it's an insane woman who's like, that's my man.
Yeah, but like,
and they got that big old dude.
Yeah, but it's not like a custom hickey, right? Like, it's not like you got branded and it has the girl's initials on your neck.
Oh, I know some girls that are crazy like that. They be doing a hickey of like their name.
Well, that's a keeper, bro. If you're doing that, that's like tying the cherry stem in a knot. I mean, that's pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie. I might marry you on the spot. But yeah, man, it's just hickeys are just, it's never been a cool thing, man. It's never been. And you always had that one friend who had one, and all of a sudden you're wearing a turtleneck. Like, you're in high school, like,
right?
Like all of a sudden it's like a 15-year-old kid in a turtleneck. But like, you're not fooling anyone, bro. And their moms are just pissed. And you're like, yeah, I know it's fucking June, but you wearing a turtleneck. It's weird, man. Kids are weird, but it's a good time out there, dude. Are you picking out a card?
Yeah, I feel like this has been a very interesting show. We've like run the gamut.
Yeah, we've hit it all, dude. We've hit it all.
We've been all over the place tonight, but in a very solid and constructive way,
We try, dude. What, you having trouble, dude? You got fat fingers.
I do. We were, it's funny. We talked about, we went from immigration to
don't fuck fat girls.
yeah. I mean, it's,
and I don't mean that like how it sounds. If you want to bang any size person, get after it. Good for you. Everyone needs love. Damn, you're really cherry picking these cards, though.
Well, some of them are.
I got a new box, but we can't. I forgot it.
Oh, this is solid.
Okay, question time.
What is the best piece of advice you've ever gotten?
Oh man, you going first?
I'll go first. The best piece of advice that I've ever gotten. I was 4 years old. And my pop.
I love how you call him pop.
You remember pop?
Yeah.
My pop said this to me, and it's always stuck with me because he died that same year. He said, never give up.
Yeah.
And I think about that because I really can't think of anything else he ever said. You know what I mean? It's the only thing I ever remember him telling me was not to give up. And so when the chips are down, I always think about that. I just remember hearing the words and the way he said it. He was like,
yeah, it's similar to me.
Never
like,
give up.
My dad, we all know I don't talk to my dad, but I remember he never wanted me to say I can't do something. Like, that just wasn't allowed in my vocabulary. I mean, even when I had to wear knee pads to school, because I fall down all the time. I was like Forrest Gump because I have a condition that you laughed at a few shows ago.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, I can't do this sport. It wasn't in my vocab. So shout out to my non-existent dad. But he did give me some good advice. But I did see, not to change the subject, but I did see we had a comment, about marking territory, and a dog, pisses on a tree to mark its territory. It's kind of funny because I sent a text message to a couple of my buddies like, you don't like me a lot because you don't piss a little bit when you see me, right? Because when you get a dog that's happy to see you, it pees a little bit. Like, I want a friend that's going to piss his pants a little bit because he's so excited to see me, right? So if you're not pissing your pants when I walk in the room, you're not a good friend. That's how you tell you got a good friend.
I like that. By the way, the second best piece of advice I've ever gotten, it happened about 9 minutes ago when this guy said, was it don't fuck a fat girl? Was that?
No, that's
was that what you
Joe.
said?
That's
I might be paraphrasing a little bit, but it was something to that effect.
I will say
words I will never forget, my friends.
I will say, on a serious note, I think the second best advice was, I remember my boss had died and I'm interviewing for jobs, trying to get a job at a law firm. And I went to this big firm down in Hartford, and the guy's like, listen, you're a great guy, you're funny, but he's like, don't ever work for somebody else. Right. And that's where, yes. And then he followed that up with, don't fuck a fat girl. And I'm like, damn, bro, you thug. Listen, once again, just full disclaimer, I think everyone should get fucked. Right? Hey, we all got to do it.
You guys, Vinny also says you guys should all get fucked.
That's the best advice you ever got out of this podcast.
Let's do one more.
All right.
What is your favorite quality about yourself? And you know what? For those of you still in the comments, what is yours?
Too. We're going to go through them. I like that. Yeah.
I would love to hear, what is your favorite quality about yourself? Do you want to go first?
No.
You want me to go first?
Yes.
All right. My favorite quality about myself is my brutal honesty. I think it's refreshing. And I got to tell you, because I don't lie to people, I never have to worry about whatever bullshit I might have told you the last time I saw you. Vinny doesn't come here and I'm like, shit, what was that thing I told him last time I saw him? I'm telling you.
He's like, yo, I called you fat.
Yeah, fatty McFat. Again, I think that's, and more importantly, then not only does that honesty extend to people, but more importantly, and even more recently, I'm honest with myself.
Yeah.
I've become an excellent evaluator of things, of my life. Again, that's how I came to that. Like, sometimes I'm upset. Sometimes I'm upset with my wife, and I'm not mad at her. It's something I'm struggling with. And the end result is acting out or whatever. And that's it. I'm all set. But I can look in the mirror and be like, you know what? That's on you. And again, as I said earlier, my insecurities will not be projected on other people. And when I'm upset with somebody, like, that's what my brain process is now. What is this really about? What are you upset about? And if I can honestly be like, you know what? This is about me. This isn't even about that thing. So that's it. That's my favorite quality about myself. Brutal honesty.
I like it. I think it's my physique.
Is it your sense of humor?
No, I mean, it's like twofold, right? Like, obviously, like, I do pride myself on just being me at this point in my life.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably, like, I think I'm I don't know if it's compassionate, but I like to help people. I think that's like my favorite thing about me is I'm a giving person, not to everybody, but to people who I think are deserving or in my circle. And people ask, well, why do you do that? Or why do you put yourself in a position where it might be detrimental to you, or you're not in the position to do it maybe, but I do it. So I think that's probably my favorite quality other than being fucking awesome. Like, I am pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie.
My favorite quality about you is the fact that you're humble.
Yes, it is tough being a very humble person.
The most humble
person.
There's not anybody more humble
than me.
Than this guy. By the way, do you see this right here? I almost had it. Right there. This is autographed by Whitey Ford. And it was a gift for my 50th birthday party from this fat bastard right here.
Hey, get in my belly. Yeah, I had to hunt it down. I knew, like, he deserved it.
I love that's beautiful.
And I know you're like a history buff, right? Like, you get the cards and an autograph poster, but that was something out of the box. But once again, you're a dear friend of mine and you deserved it. So, and I knew you would appreciate it. So that's enough of the mushy shit, bro. This is weird.
I love that so much. And then this right here, speaking of history buff, my wife bought me this when we were in Rome. It is a map of the old city. It's old Rome in map form, which I absolutely love.
Yeah, it's dope. I'm not that big of a history buff. We got Nicole. She said sense of humor. Yes, I do know Nicole, and she is a funny person, but she's always got a really good head on her shoulders, super bubbly. She always makes me laugh, and she tolerates my nonsense.
Nicole, you should come on the show sometime. Should I have not done that?
Oh my God. It's gonna be horrible.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, Nicole.
I don't know why I said that live on air.
But no one else answered the question. Thanks for participating, Nicole. I guess you could come on the show because you're the only one who participated.
I'm nuts. That's what she wrote.
No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to agree with that. You're perfectly perfect.
You know what? You're you.
But that's what? I love that, Joe. Because
help me out here. She said Vin needs toothpicks.
Oh, yeah. So I went through this phase where, like, I love toothpicks, right? Like, I had okay, whatever. But you'll know I don't like someone if I'm talking to him with a toothpick in my mouth. Because there's nothing more disrespectful than some dude or a person that's talking and you're just flipping a toothpick in your mouth like you don't give a fuck. And I used to do it in court all the time. Like, there'd be some asshole attorney I just hate. So I throw a toothpick in my mouth and I just flipping it around and chomping on it while they're talking to me. Which it's almost like I felt like a cowboy, right? Like, if I could just spit tobacco on their shoe and fucking walk away. Yeah.
What quality from the 1860s do you most like to employ? Toothpicks.
Oh, but they have like whiskey toothpicks, bourbon flavored, like dip.
Really?
Oh, dude, it's great. It's great. Yeah, I was a big toothpick guy. I'm glad you brought that up because I haven't had a toothpick in a while. I might have to bring that back into my arsenal. You know what? I'm gonna go on Amazon and order them tonight. They'll be at my house by 10:30 tonight. I love Amazon. It's the best thing in the world. I'm going to order toothpicks tonight. We're going to have toothpicks on our next show.
I think that would be fun. When I was a kid, 1984 to 1985, I was into toothpicks pretty hard because there was a shortstop on the Kansas City Royals by the name of U.L. Washington. That was his name, U.L. Washington. And dude always had a toothpick in his mouth on the baseball field playing shortstop for the Blue Jays.
There's nothing more badass than, like, you're doing a badass thing and it's really hard to do and you're just the best in your thing and you're like, I'm so cool and so nonchalant about it that I'm going to keep a toothpick in my mouth.
Yeah. I'm doing this, but also I'm cleaning my teeth.
Yeah, shout out to Nicole. I'm bringing the toothpicks back. I think that's what I'm missing, especially now that I'm not drinking. I'll just chomp on bourbon-flavored toothpicks to get my fix.
I got to tell you, I know it had been a couple of weeks since we did a podcast.
I missed it.
I mean, I hear from people all the time whenever we don't do this podcast. That's how I know how much people like this podcast. Well, if it doesn't happen, be like, where's Vin?
Well, I'm gonna call you out because before the show started, I told Joe I need a list of things to build a podcast studio, and we were talking about that all year last year. So,
New year, new you.
we're going to do a little podcast studio. Maybe have a new little setup.
That would be fun.
So that's another goal besides not drinking, being skinny, and getting a podcast studio. Let's roll, Joe.
You sound like the world's biggest douchebag.
I do. You don't understand the problems that I have.
Also, I'm going to start vaping.
Whoa, you're going to start vaping?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a vapor.
Those are douchebag things to do.
Yeah, you know what? No, you know the worst type of vapors? Like, no, they don't even get like the little ones. It looks like a fucking TV remote. Like, they make small ones that you can just kind of hide in your hand, put in your pocket. You get these guys that looks like the old fucking cable box. Like,
oh my God.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I've seen some of them. They're like, it's like,
looks like you're playing a trumpet. Like, what are we doing?
Also, this is for anybody who does vape. First of all, you shouldn't, because you heard about this popcorn lung. It does damage, irreversible damage to your lungs. That aside, I was talking to someone earlier today about the smoking section in restaurants. You remember that?
Oh my God.
Section?
Yeah, like it would just stop at the smoking section, which annoyed the shit out of me.
If you're at somebody's house,
or
you're at someone's place of business and they're not vaping,
don't vape.
You can't do that. I've been in a room with people, neutral site, and all of a sudden it's like, what are you vaping? Just like a cloud of smoke hits me out of nowhere in a professional setting, and it's like, somebody fucking vaping in this meeting? What is happening?
Or the person who vapes and like secret, like no one knows they're vaping. They like got their hands up, like like this little like we know what you're doing. You tool bag.
I always tell my students, I'm like, don't be on your phone during class, and if I see you like staring at your crotch, I'm going to assume either you're staring at your own junk or you're on your fucking phone. And here's the thing. I don't give a shit. If you would rather be on your phone than listen to what I'm saying, you figure shit out on your own, I guess, right?
Yeah, just don't hide it.
Yeah, I hate that.
Just do the Donald Trump and just come out and say, we're going to shoot people and take oil.
I would rather look up and there's a student straight up like this, just like going to town.
Yeah.
You were saying what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My For You page is on fire right now. I can't miss it. Look at him. He's doing it right now. We're on a podcast and you're reading a text message.
No, that was me doing an impression.
No, it wasn't. I just saw you clearly focused.
That was a message from my wife. She said, tell Vinny. I said, hey.
Did you call me fat?
Actually, it said fatty, fat, but I assume that meant you.
Fatty McFatterson, dude?
Yeah.
Holla at your boy. This has been a good show, my friend. It's good to be back. We'll be back next week, next Thursday. Tune in. New year, same us. Fuck it.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. It was nice to have everybody back.
Loved it. Support it. Tell your friends. Have them all come on. And thank you for guys who participate in the chats. It really makes this thing a lot of fun.
Especially Nicole. You kicked ass tonight.
She's going to get a hat. We're going to, you know what? We're going to start giving swag out to our biggest fans.
Ooh, merch.
Merch time.
Merch in 2026.
I mean, it's not going to be free. You'll have to buy it, but you can get
We'll
some.
give you a deal, though. We'll give you the best deal.
Yeah, we'll buy a bunch of hats from Temu. We'll talk about Temu next week. I love Temu shit. By the way,
you saw that Temu factory burned down in China?
Yeah.
$60 in damage. Thousands of items destroyed. Unbelievable.
Ever order a shirt off of Temu, dude? Like it's like it looks so cool on Instagram, and you get it, and it's just like it's built for like a baby teddy bear. It's so weird. At the time,
I've never bought any clothing online in my life.
Shocked. You just wait for me to give it to you, dude. Yep.
The way you play it.
Don't worry, I'll be in Schmedium soon. I'm gonna be shopping at I'm gonna be at like fucking Talbots and Baby Gap. I'm saving money this year, dude.
Oh man. Once you get skinny, I'll take all your fat clothes.
I got you, dude. I got you. Don't worry about
I'll
it.
be looking dope. ChangePlanCT.com, by the way.
We're here. We're back.
There's the website. We'll catch you next week.
2026. Let's go.
Peace.